From those you expect and the players you definitely don't expect to be playing the best football in the Premier League, today I'm bringing you the top 10 list of players who have had an outstanding season so far in the Premier League. Before we get stuck into this video, you guys click the notification bell, subscribe to join MB United, where I upload constant football entertainment, really, debates, post-match reactions, top 10 lists, and more and more and more. So without further ado, let's get started. In at number 10, Matheus Cunha at Wolves. Now this season for Wolves, Matheus Cunha has 11 goals and 4 assists. A Wolves side that is, struggling, we're in a bit of a relegation battle and are crying out for a talisman. So of course, Matheus Cunha stepped up to the plate. Time and time again, whenever Wolves need a bit of inspiration, whenever they need a goal to either draw themselves level or steal the 3 points, Matheus Cunha is the one to step up to the plate and deliver. Now we've seen stars such as Raul Jimenez, Ruben Neves, and even Pedro Neto play great football at the Molineux, but then leave later on for either big sums or even just onto bigger things. Can Matheus Cunha follow suit? In my eyes, the guy is a star. The guy is a player who can absolutely grab the game by the neck and influence it, whether he's playing on the left, in the middle, just behind the striker. It honestly doesn't matter for Matheus Cunha. And I think in the summer, he's definitely leaving Wolves. Now, of course, there's a lot of speculation around him and his future at Wolves, with Wolves being, in the bottom 5, bottom 7 teams in the league. A lot of teams were after him, and of course, after weeks of, rumours and ITKs, he signed a contract, and there is even a release clause in his contract active from this summer that allows him to leave for the club if someone puts in a bid of around £62.5 million. Now, Arsenal hotly rumoured with him. I think it'd be a smart move for him to go to Arsenal in the summer, but I think a lot of big clubs, maybe not even just in the Premier League, but in La Liga and even Serie A, will definitely be swarming around for Matheus Cunha's signature. Number 9, Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo this season has been an absolute revolution under Arne Slot. Now, he might not necessarily have the biggest of numbers to back him. In his 23 Premier League appearances, he's got himself 8 goals and 3 assists, but it's not just about what he's putting on the board, it's more so about the way he's playing and the way he's controlling these games as well. Now, of course, this season, Mohamed Salah has been an all-timer, scoring about 21 goals or so in the Premier League alone. But Cody Gakpo has also been putting in the work. Now, last season on the clock, Cody Gakpo found himself in and out of the team, struggling for consistency and ultimately struggling for form. Now, the Dutchman at the helm, Arne Slot, fully understands Cody Gakpo and he fully understands how to use Cody Gakpo to his best. And we're seeing it now on the pitch. Cody Gakpo is a player that I think every person would love to have on their team. He's quick, he's skillful, he can definitely strike a ball. And off the left, I think he's been one of the best left wingers in the Premier League this season. With Salah among the players expected to leave for free from Liverpool at the end of the season, we could see Cody Gakpo step up to probably be the main man for Liverpool from next season onwards. Who knows? In at number 8, another Dutchman, Justin Kluivert. Now, Kluivert this season has been absolutely phenomenal for Bournemouth, and that whole Bournemouth team, to be fair, has been amazing. Now, of course, Justin Kluivert entered the game being the son of legendary striker Patrick Kluivert, and there were high expectations, and they saw him go on loan spells, going to Roma and just around the world, and it didn't really seem to work out for him. Even when he joined Bournemouth, his first season didn't seem too fruitful. But this season, Iraola has changed him completely. Now, in the month of January alone, scoring 5 goals and getting 2 assists, saw him get crowned January Premier League Player of the Month. But again, it's not even just about his goals. He seems like he's playing with a bit more confidence. And I guess in this Bournemouth team, he's really coming into his own. I think Iraola really trusts him, and Kluivert is repaying that faith in him. Now, with that award, Justin Kluivert joins an esteemed list of great Dutchmen to win the Premier League Player of the Month, such as Arjen Robben, Van Nistelrooy, Van Persie, and even Van Dijk. He was the last Dutch winner of the Premier League Player of the Month, and that was all the way back in December 2018. Can Kluivert be one of the driving forces to bring Bournemouth into European football, whether that's Europa or the Conference League? Who knows? In at number 7, we have Bryan Mbeumo. Now, Bryan Mbeumo has been, I guess for a number of years now, considered as one of the best younger talents in the Premier League. His iconic duo, of course, Ivan Toney and Bryan Mbeumo, when Brentford both came up, and the season after was absolutely phenomenal. But I think in the absence of Ivan Toney, Bryan Mbeumo has definitely stepped up, and I think he's even matured in his game a bit. Now, of course, when Brentford lost Ivan Toney to go and join the Saudi Pro League, there was always going to be that void looking for goals in that Brentford team. However, Mbeumo and Invisa have conjured up almost an identical bromance together, both being the joint leading goal scorers for Brentford as they keep going to me, to you, to me, to you, every single game as one of them scores amongst the others. And Bryan Mbeumo has just been phenomenal. Now, Bryan Mbeumo this season for Brentford has 14 goals and 3 assists, which sees him go up to 5th place for the top goal scorer in the league. And I don't think he's finished. With this campaign, Bryan Mbeumo could easily get himself 20 goals. And for that, I think he's been one of the standout stars in the Premier League so far. As mentioned before, Liverpool is set to lose Mohamed Salah on a free transfer at the end of the season, and I personally think Bryan Mbeumo could be the perfect replacement for Salah and fill in that void for the Liverpool team. Or would he be better off going at someone at Chelsea or maybe even Arsenal? You guys let me know in the comments down below. Next on the list, we have Matt Sells from Nottingham Forest. Now, for a goalkeeper to be on this list, he must be really outstanding, right? Now, I feel like goalkeepers don't really get the praise they deserve, especially when they're not in a club such as United, City, Arsenal, or even Chelsea. But Matt Sells has been one of the key players for Nottingham Forest this season in their surprising title charge. These guys look like they're set to play Champions League football next season. So far in the Premier League, Matt Sells has 10 clean sheets, leading the way for the Golden Glove. And I think the amount of saves the guy's making as well is just absolutely ridiculous. We've seen it against top sides such as Liverpool, against Arsenal, and even against Manchester City. The guy has been putting off save after save after save, and is honestly one of the driving forces and one of the reasons why Nottingham Forest are so solid at the back, and Nottingham Forest are looking like serious Champions League contenders. I'm actually concerned. This is like something out of Football Manager, and I absolutely love it. Now, I'm not going to say that Matt Sells is going to be one of the hottest transfers of the summer for whoever signs him, but I think Matt Sells has proven himself to be a great goalkeeper, and I don't know why, but ages with goalkeepers, it's like it goes backwards. The older they get, the better they are, and Matt Sells looks like he's going to be good for a long time for Nottingham Forest. Next, now it definitely can't be a standout Premier League players list without mentioning Mr. Cole Palmer. Now, despite Chelsea having a bit of inconsistency recently over the last 2 months, Cole Palmer has still continued to shine. With his 14 goals and 6 assists, it takes the total goal contribution tally all the way up to 20. And we've still got a third of the season left to play. Now, last season, he had a phenomenal season, rivaling Erling Haaland for the Goal Scorer Award. But I always thought that, you know what, it'd be the first season, he's proven himself, he might fall away this second season, and I was completely wrong. And I could hold my hands up and say, Cole Palmer, you got me. Not only that, but earlier on in this season, Cole Palmer made history as being one of the only players to score 4 goals in a single half of Premier League football. Now, Chelsea were surprisingly in the title race in the early months of the season, but then took themselves out of it in the media constantly. And I feel like if they are going to mount either another title challenge in the future, or at least this season, the top 4 challenge, Cole Palmer is going to be the key to it. I still can't believe that Manchester City were willing to let him go and go to Chelsea as well. Someone who could potentially rival Manchester City for the title in the next few years. And the guy is paying off more than his transfer fee. Now, Cole Palmer has definitely been leading the way for Chelsea, but if they do want to be serious in potential title challenges, they're definitely going to need to recruit someone in summer that can take the weight off of his shoulders. Next on the list, we have Chris Wood from Nottingham Forest. Now, Chris Wood has been on an absolutely phenomenal goal-scoring campaign so far. Again, we've still got 1/3 of the season left to play, and Chris Wood has 17 goals. Yes, you heard it right. Chris Wood, Nottingham Forest striker, has 17 goals this season, ends up there in the top 3 for the most goals scored in the Premier League. Now, like I mentioned before, Nottingham Forest have found themselves in the title race, being level on points with Arsenal, again, at the time of recording, but sitting in 3rd place. And they look strong and comfortable in that 3rd place position. With just shy of 4 months of Premier League action left to play, Chris Wood could easily get 20, if not 25 goals in this Premier League season. And if he does, it's going to make for a fantastic Golden Boot race. And I don't know, can he replicate this form next season in the Champions League? Will he look destined to play? Or will it prove to be too much for him? We both need to find out, because I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Wood play in the Champions League, honestly. It's funny because when we think of the Premier League and the type of strikers that usually find themselves in, 1st or 4th in the Golden Boot race, and I guess just the type of strikers that are playing nowadays, they do not fit Chris Wood's style of play at all. Chris Wood is the epitome of the traditional number 9. The ones that you play in the 4-4-2, get the ball long, he will hold it up, he's great inside the box, and he's an aerial threat. And somehow, he's still thriving in this modern era of Premier League football, and props to him. Now, I don't think this form will see him leave the club in the summer. I think he's definitely to stay in Nottingham Forest for a while. But who knows? If someone needs that number 9, someone like Manchester United could definitely come knocking for him. Next on the list, we have Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak, there aren't really a lot of words to use to describe this guy's season. He has been absolutely phenomenal. At the time of recording, Isak has 17 goals and 5 assists, which is absolutely incredible for a striker. Again, same as Chris Wood, he has 17 goals, but it's also the assists. And with Alexander Isak, it's not just about his goal scoring, it's about the fact that Alexander Isak can basically do everything that you need from a striker and more. Sitting at 6'4", the guy is lightning quick, his dribbling is sensational, his close ball control, he's got it on lock. And again, he can pick up the ball either from deep and play a 1-2 with his creative midfielder and run onto the ball, or he can pick it up from the left or the right, dribbling at defenders, and of course, leading to goal scoring or even shot creating actions. Now, of course, with any great striker who's in great form, he's been linked with a number of top clubs, but Newcastle have slapped a 150 million price tag on his head. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. And during their unbeaten run from December to January, he was one of their key men. scoring basically every week. I don't know, me personally, I think 150 mil is way too expensive for Alexander Isak. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Do you think Newcastle are fair and right to market him at that value? Or is that too much? Now, of course, in at number 1 is the Egyptian king himself, Mohamed Salah. Now, Mohamed Salah, again, as I've mentioned it time and time again on this channel, Mohamed Salah is on an all-timer season, scoring 21 goals and 13 assists so far in the Premier League. I'm running out of words and adjectives, hyperboles to use to describe this guy. He's absolutely crazy. He's leading Liverpool's title charge, and I think we could be witnessing one of the greatest Premier League campaigns from a forward ever. Now, of course, the assist record is held by Thierry Henry himself with 20 assists, and Salah has 13. With just shy of 4 months of Premier League action left, we could see someone be crowned the new assist champion in the Premier League this season. Now, if Liverpool go on as expected to win the Premier League this season, I think this would definitely solidify Mohamed Salah in top 10, maybe even top 5 Premier League players we've seen. It's a bold shout, but I don't know, the guy has been absolutely sensational. The one thing about Mohamed Salah is that even if he doesn't necessarily play well, he has this aura, this sense of inevitability where it's like, Salah is going to leave with something this game, whether it be an assist, whether it be a goal, whether it be a penalty or a hat-trick. Mohamed Salah leaves basically every game with something. I don't know, man, it's scary, scary season. Wherever he ends up next, there's been rumours of, PSG, maybe even Bayern Munich. Wherever he ends up next, I think he's gonna go even crazier than he's going this season. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that list. Make sure you comment down below. Do you agree with my rankings? Do you even agree with the players that I've mentioned? And of course, if there's someone I'm missing, make sure you guys let me know. I love reading all you guys' comments whenever you comment on the video. Also, be sure to check out the community post because I post on there all the time, whether it's me asking you guys what you'd like to see, running quizzes and polls before big games. So make sure you go over there and vote and stay active. Nevertheless, subscribe to join MB United and hit the notification bell to know exactly when I upload. And guys, there's gonna be a video coming on screen just about here. Watch that and let me know what you think, because I think you enjoyed it just as much as you've enjoyed this. But until then, keep it real, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.